Hey everyone, it is another viewer's question, and this time it is a question from Divine Non-Binary. I am Monique, by the way, for the ones who don't know me yet, and maybe it's your first or second time on the channel. The question is, and it's based on another video I made, and I'll post a link in the description to this video. Can you elaborate a bit on taking a step before seeing it? I can see it for myself in my personal situation, and I'm doing it as well. But in others, where for example the step is to move, but you don't know where yet, or the step is to move to a better house, but there's no money or house yet. Is it going to be just persisting in the end and feeling the end? Well, yes, can be, but you can also do something different. The thing is, with regards to just persisting in the end and feeling the end, there is a fine line between pretending to live in the end and really living in the end. Because the thing is, if you really live in the end, then you automatically feel drawn and inspired to take the steps that are necessary for you to get to the house, to the better house, to get to the more money version of you. And if you're pretending to live in the end, then it's going to be a different ball game, and then it's going to take a bit more time before you feel the alignment of the things. You see, everything is now. There is no linear time. So that is one of the things that you should really work on focusing on. There is no linear time, and actually where you reside is not in material world, it's in the spacious present, in the non-material. It is in the spacious present, where everything already is. So the not knowing where to move to is probably simply a question of alignment and feeling yourself to be in the spacious present and not in linear time. Now, still it can be, yeah, but I really don't know yet. Okay, then my answer is stop saying I don't know and start saying I do know. I do know. I do know. I do know. Oh my God, I do know. And you will know from the alignment you feel, you will start to feel from I do know. I do know. Then the other thing is, don't make a step before you're ready. Sometimes it's like, I know this, for example, like I've had it happen, and I know it from books that I've read from other people that teach about, I wanted to say law of attraction, but it's not about conscious creation. That is the word that I wanted to use. Sometimes people trust the person saying it, but they don't trust themselves yet. Then you take a step, not trusting yourself, but trusting the other person, and then they fail. And what has happened? They had some cross currents going on inside of them that weren't aligned with the thing that they wanted to believe in. So they wanted to believe in it, but they didn't yet. But they went on the word of the person teaching it. And then, well, it won't end bad, but it will end in a way that you might not be too happy about. So it's really about knowing yourself, trusting yourself, and knowing like, okay, this is the time to make the step. I'm going to give you an example from my own life and how I knew that it was time to now take the step to leave Berlin behind and to go to New Zealand. So it's a bridge of incidents that I explained in another video as well, but I'm not really sure. Yeah, I did explain this about the fight that I got into, and then yeah, so I already explained this in the video that I'm going to link below. The thing is that I can share is I've been getting ready to be ready to be ready, and obviously a version of me was already ready to be ready to be ready that I wasn't yet. But because of trusting the process of knowing like, okay, I know my inner nudges so well. I've been doing this stuff for such a long time, and I've also proven to myself that I actually cannot make any wrong decisions. From that feeling, I was like, okay, now is the time. I just feel it. And there's, of course, it goes two ways, because at the moment that I feel now is the time, even if it had not been the time, it will be the time, because I decided to be the time. So it's a paradox, I know. Feel into it anyway, because that's where it is. You can come to different results from different ends. You can say, like in the last, the video that I made before this video, where the question was about something, and the girl who was asking the question said in her question, she said, and I just felt like this is like no more, and this is paraphrasing. When you feel the and now it's time, or and now it's over, and now I'm done, so this strong boundary, this knowing, then everything will open up. But until that time, if you're safe where you are, you will not really create quantum leaps so easy. If you feel like, what am I doing with my time? This is a waste of time, let's go. Then you will create easier and quicker a quantum leap. And you have to, Tony Robbins says this, you should turn your shoulds into musts. I should find a new place. I must find a new place. And how do you must find a new place? You have to make a scary decision, like giving up your old apartment, and then just knowing with all the fibers in your whole material being that you're going to make it happen. So I am running my own conscious creation program at the moment, and I'm focusing on this deep trust, because without deep trust, you can want to create whatever you think you want to create, but it's going to be a different ballgame. So this is it for now. If you have a different question, I'm super happy to help. And I wish you a wonderful rest of the day. Ciao.